Sounds like Vegas.
What's going on, y'all? I'm your host, Paco. You're back. You're listening to Occupy the Media. Don't forget, you can check me out every day on ronpaulradio.com from 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, check me out on Facebook, all my links and videos. I try my best to get everything up on my Facebook page, Paco Elijah. You can check me out there. Also on YouTube, Paco757. And on Twitter, always tweeting Ron Paul articles and things. You keep up with the latest Ron Paul news. My Twitter is Occupy the MSM. Okay, and don't forget again to donate to RonPaul2012.com when you get the chance. Very, very important. Also, if you haven't heard, Ron Paul is coming to the University of California in San Diego. And that will be on May 4th at, 7 p.m. at the Warren Mall. So be sure to check them out. I'm going to see if I can get down there. And, yep, Ron Paul attracts 1,200 plus voters yesterday in El Paso. Another one today in LBJ Library Lawn in Austin. And tomorrow at the Houston Hofheinz Pavilion. Now, I wanted to, before we head to the end of the show, I wanted to talk about this one article, one link or posting I came across. Someone put it on Daily Paul. It's real interesting. Romney and RNC break the GOP rule number 11. And so it states, the Republican National Committee shall not, without the prior written and filed approval of all members of the Republican National Committee Form 13 of 41, the state involved, contribute money or in kind aid to any candidate for any public or party office except the nominee of the Republican Party or a candidate who was unopposed in the Republican primary after the filing deadline for that office. In those states where state law establishes a nonpartisan primary in which Republican candidates could participate, but in which the general election may not include a Republican candidate, the candidate endorsed by a convention held under the authority of the state Republican Party shall be recognized by the Republican National Committee as the Republican nominee. Then it says, this is from the Romney site, quote, Governor Romney's strong performance and delegate count at this stage of the primary process has made him our party's presumptive nominee, said RNC Chairman Reince Priebus. In order to maximize our efforts, I have directed my staff at the RNC to open lines of communication with the Romney campaign. And in an update, the RNC has made good on their word to help Romney and have done so extremely quickly. Check out the new video they made entitled A Tale of Two Leaders. And then it says, are they allowed to do that? So, I mean, they're probably breaking the rules. They're breaking all the rules. GOP, we just heard Ben Swan two breaks ago exposing what's going on. That was we're in Washington State where they tried to stop the caucus because a Ron Paul supporter was elected chair. And I reported on that yesterday or the day before, I think. So check that video out on YouTube as well. But yeah, they're breaking all the rules, and now they're saying that Romney's pretty much the nominee, and he ain't. He ain't the nominee yet. They don't want people to know he doesn't have enough delegates. We got hit pieces being written about Ron Paul supporters. I told you guys, check out Yahoo today and yesterday. They're throwing shots at us. But that's okay. That means that it's working. You see, if we were doing all of this and going through all this and we weren't getting anything said about us, there was nobody taking no attacks on us, no media blackout, nothing like that, then I'd be worried because then that would prove that they have it in the bag. They're not worried about it. They're going to let things play out. But the way things are going now, they don't want it to play out because it's playing out in our favor. And the more and more this info gets out there and becomes relevant and known to more and more Ron Paul supporters or more voters, then watch, there's going to be a lot more people coming out of the woodwork for Ron Paul, and that's what we need. If you're in the Los Angeles area, Pasadena area, you need to get in contact with me. We're trying to do tabling events here at Pasadena College. Matter of fact, we got our first one jump off on this Friday at 2 p.m. at Pasadena College. So be sure to check us out. Los Angeles area, we have at Venice Beach a Ron Paul headquarters phone bank, so you can get out there. You can go to LA Liberty HQ on Facebook and join. Let's see, I came across this other article while I was on the break. that was written. Looks like it's pretty good. I didn't get to go through it much. Ron Paul, True Believers, an analysis of Paul supporters and their commitment to his movement. This is News Channel 5, just came out. For Philadelphia, Darrell Williams and Benjamin Klein were shivering before the speech even started. Their black umbrella no match for the steady rain and brisk Philadelphia wind. Even as water hit their faces, though, they were smiling, excited at the thought of seeing Ron Paul. So this is in Philadelphia. They still don't got no video coverage, and it's, a couple of days after he left Philly already. William and Klein are true believers. They are two men who, in spite of political reality and weather, still come out to support their ideal candidate. You see how all these reporters, whenever they do say something good about Paul or something good about Ron Paul supporters, they have to throw in there that the reality is he's not going to win, even though they know he's not going to win, even though it looks like he's not going to win or he gets a far shot. They can never tell the truth and say, hey, it's a tight race. We really don't know what's going on. Ron Paul is getting more delegates than anybody knows. He might actually be the front runner. Let's just go on to say they don't care that many have crowned Mitt Romney the presumptive nominee or that it is now mathematically impossible for Paul to win the Republican nomination before the convention. They just know who they support. That is not true. How many times have we came across articles and they keep saying that it's possible for him to win the nomination? That isn't true. It isn't impossible. If that's the case, why isn't Romney the nominee then? Why is he the presumptual nominee? Because he hasn't won it yet. He hasn't got enough delegates, so they're lying when they say that Ron Paul cannot win. Let's see here. Not everyone agrees, though, and the electoral math is against the 12th-term congressman from Texas. On Tuesday, Romney swept Paul in all 5 states that voted, and even if Paul were to win every single delegate from now until the convention, he wouldn't be able to win the nomination, according to analysis by CNN political research director Rob Yoon. To Paul's most compassionate followers, though, it doesn't matter that Paul has earned only an estimated 76 delegates. Here we go with more lies. CNN, they're saying the CNN says, according to them, that it's impossible for him to get to the convention. But yet on the delegate count on CNN's website, they dropped Ron Paul, but they still got Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum up there. No, it's impossible for them two to win, but not Ron Paul. But yet you're going to keep their delegates up there because they're lying about the delegates. Let's see, what else? Under the same article, they have a little headline. Once a Democrat, now a Paul fan. Standing under an awning at the Philadelphia rally is Kathy Cahalan, a woman from Clearwater, Florida, who for 33 years voted as a Democrat, but was so moved by Paul that she re-registered as a Republican so she could vote for him this year. Though she voted for then-candidate Barack Obama in 2008, she says she regrets it now. Amen. And I told everyone that voted for Obama that they were going to regret it. Some of them that don't, they just don't want to admit it. They're in denial. But I knew that we were going to pick up a lot of Obama supporters that were disenfranchised or upset with him for not coming through. And unfortunately, they should have known. But it's great because now we're higher and we're bigger in numbers now. And those people, people that were ex-Obama supporters, they know Ron Paul's the truth now. You know why? Because when you were supporting Obama and you was coming out to the rallies, you had CNN there interviewing you and showing you love. You had MSNBC. You had all the reporters there. You had tons of media there to pump up your candidate, to pump you up, to get everybody excited. Your rally's all on TV. Everybody's all into it. But now what happens? Now that you support Ron Paul, where are those cameras at? Where the media attention at? Don't you see? Don't you realize that there's a reason why Barack Obama was getting all that attention? That's what I was trying to tell people. Don't tell me this black man going to come out of anywhere, out of nowhere, hardly has any experience, and they're going to just let him change the system? To come out of nowhere and just change everything. Yeah, right. Give me a break. And that's how we know Ron Paul is the truth, because he's been getting a media blackout last time, which was bad last time because he had a lot of supporters. But even now, this time it's even worse because he has tons of supporters, way more. So anyways, we occupy the media here. They're continuing the media blackout. We're going to continue to occupy them. You guys make sure you check me out on YouTube, Paco757, Facebook, Paco Elijah. We are approaching the end of the show. You guys check out those articles. I'll put up as many links as I can and videos on my YouTube, on my Facebook page, so that way you can check them out for yourself. Also, at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, I will be back on RonPaulRadio.com. So, check me out. And, again, I can't say it enough. You got to donate to RonPaul2012.com if you have anything. If you have anything left over, RonPaulRadio.com could also use your help. We're doing everything we can to spread the message. If Ron Paul's coming to a town near you, you need to get out there. You need to represent. If you're not doing tabling events, if you're not doing phone from home, if you're not joining Watch the Vote, shame on you. You